Hello, everybody. This is General Conchant Kaido with the Suicide Donkeys, and a lot's happened in the universe of Battle Islands of late. So we'll go ahead and jump right into that. Now, I learned some information the other day that Canadian Dry is disbanding their alliance, or pretty much breaking it down. I appreciate the fool that gave me the free camo. I went ahead and collected my resources, stuff like that. Alright, so Canadians breaking down, and most of their players is joining the Commandos at this time. So that's an up and up plus right there. That's kind of cool. Should combine and make a nice little active team there. Canadian Dry, as you see, is going to fall right off the screen. I don't know if they're disbanding or what, but most of their players are going to Commandos, kind of doing a merge thing there. Midnight Marauders hit rank 30, which they should be moving up pretty soon. That's a good job right there, man. Looking good. We're still sitting at third. I'm looking for 5 players still. At least 50, level 50, I prefer, and at least 2,000 tags. Alright, so I ran into a situation the other day. Okay, now I don't know if some of y'all look at some of my older videos. Battle Hardened Trooper always used to make fun of the English Lionhearts for attacking, let's say, kids. You know, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, just little kids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know, being bullies, being asses, you know, whatever, making a fool of themselves, alright? I have witnessed this firsthand. So, let me jump right into it. We got a member. Oh, and before I do that, I like to bring something up with one of my members before we get into the story. And Delarock, congratulations, be the first to 10,000. It looks, now I'm trying to see if, which one of these two players are going to hit it next. I think they're going to pretty much be racing for that. And Captain Murphy's kind of picking up tags too, so it'll be kind of interesting. But congratulations, Delarock, man, first one to 10,000. Hopefully, many of us follow right behind your footsteps. All right, so back to the story. Anyways, I got a member called GTA. He's a real young player and stuff. So he was being pretty much troll attacked. You know what I mean? Constantly being trolled, constantly being attacked and stuff like that. And he used to be a member of the English Lionhearts, but you know, he's a kid, he doesn't really know any better, made a mistake, you know. What he did was in the wrong, so I mean, it was his fault to leave and stuff like that. Dallas, I guess, took it upon himself that picking on little kids was just going to be his thing, you know, the bully of the week. So he just kept, I guess, attacking them over and over and over. So, you know, he sent a message, GTA sent a message, and of course I've asked GTA not even talk to these fools anymore. But sent him a message, why you keep attacking me? And he says, pretty much replied, you know, are you stupid? You can't figure out why I'm attacking you, really? And he's like, so what, if I join y'all, you gonna stop attacking me? You know what I mean? Like, what are you after? You know what I mean? So the way he worded it wasn't exactly appropriate. You know, basically that comment could have got him banned from my alliance, but he's 11 years old and his spelling, or how can I say this? All right, as adults, we know how to go ahead and put stuff together, you know. As a kid, sometimes you don't put those words together right, you know, so they have a different undertone meaning, but you can't analyze what an 11-year-old's saying because they don't use the words that say somebody like me or you would use, you know. So he tried to use that and bomb me with it first and say I have no strategy. Look, you know, you don't even know your own members, blah 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 blah. All right. Of course, I replied, laughed my ass off like he's a joke he is, and you know, pretty much, you know, tell him straight up, don't forget you had members of Lionhearts now with us, but you will never, ever, ever have any of our members with you. You know, so pretty much it was a fail on his part. And talk about strategy. Let's talk about strategy, y'all. If you got incriminating evidence, all right, that's like if I say my house is like made of stone, right? And I say nobody can get in my house, right? You break in my house, you take like something out of my house. Then the next day you come knock on my door, come into my house, and then say, look what I took out of your house. What do you think's gonna happen to you? You know what I'm saying? That was the dumbest play in the book, man. Dude, there's so many moves I could have made with that. Even though it was BS and it really was just words taken out of context, man, I could have used that on all kinds of stuff. But it doesn't matter because nobody listens to anybody in the Lionhearts anyways. Everybody, and I mean everybody, even people we war against don't even like you, man. I've talked to people, we're just bombarding. You know, I had a player. Okay, I had a player where we had, you know, this event. Attack every leader in the top 100 until Friday, you know, kind of thing, you know. Just rile them up, stir the game up, you know what I mean? Get things going, you know. Keep everything alive, make it interesting, make it fun, you know. So one of our players, which he has a bad habit of doing this, but I think it's a good habit because, of course, he's on our side. But he'll attack a player 3 times back to back if he can. If that person's getting out of camo, get off, getting out of camo, get off. He'll keep attacking that player and stuff. So, the player contacted me and say, "Oh, we're at war," and I said, "Cool, man, I like you." The way he worded it and everything was awesome. You know, it's just the right amount of aggressive, but not disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like it was just the right amount. You could tell you're not dealing with a kid who said it. You know what I mean? You could tell there's maturity behind what you're saying. I mean, it wasn't overstated. Like me, I send like long messages sometimes. I spent 5 hours the other day just on messages, and that was yesterday. So he sends this message, and I'm gonna call him out and stuff like that in a minute here. But he says, "Yeah, at war." I said, "Cool, man. I think I like you." You know what I mean? That's cool, you know. And so he goes ahead and we end up talking and stuff. He's a cool cat, man. And I'll give, you know, even though we're fighting him and Midnight Marauders are fighting him, he's a cool cat, man. They're a good group, and I think they're doing pretty good. Maybe I shouldn't call him out. I'll leave that because I never got permission, so I'll leave that be. So basically, we were on the same accord. We were saying, you know, should we be like the, you know, members in the Lion's Heart? And some of the members of the French, the way they used to do is get an ult and have that ult drop tags on us. All right, it's a pain in the ass process to set up, but once you set it up, it goes smoothly. And we all agree. Everybody I've talked to agree. It's cheap. It's cheating. It's like, you know, I've told everybody the Monopoly game. Just because you're the banker doesn't mean every time it's your turn you can pull 500 out of the bank. It doesn't say you can't do it. But I mean, come on, it doesn't make the game clean. Who wants to play with somebody who's just going to keep constantly doing something like that? Just because you can do something doesn't make it right. You know what I'm saying? We have more respect for these teams that we're fighting because of the fact that they go out and get their tags. Alright? Now, let's get back to strategy, because for some reason I think members of the Lionheart think, you know, certain members think they're just the most strategic players in the world. You know what they remind me of? Okay, say every clan here is an individual. So you got 100 people in the room, right? So the 100 people are like, we're bashing each other, we're teasing each other, we're fighting each other, you know what I mean? We're just going back and forth and stuff, but you know, we're having fun, you know, say it's on a game or whatever. But Lionhearts is the kind of person that would go in the bathroom, stare in the mirror and say, "Yeah, we're good, we're the best. Yeah, that's right. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. We're #1. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. It's egotistical with no skill whatsoever. Just because you have a maxed out level, man, and it's easier for you to take stuff, you brag about skill. We got Eve. We got all kinds of members that are pondering your maxed out bases with not even maxed out units. And here you come attacking with maxed out units on some of my players' maxed out bases and get 2 stars, or have to do it like 20 times to get those 3 stars. So I mean, come on, man, you have no strategy and stuff like that. You want to talk about strategy? I've been manipulating the English Lionheart since day one. Since y'all decided to go ahead and fuck with me, I've been manipulating y'all. Whenever I want y'all do something, guess what? Y'all did it. You know? And here's how stupid it is. I'm going to give one of my strategies out, and y'all gonna still keep doing it. You know? Alright, so what we do, we empty our bases out, we piss off the English Lionhearts because they got maxed out units. They camo us for 3 hours, then we can gather all of our resources. They get like 20,000. They gotta spend all this artillery in some situations, so they end up spending like 200,000 to take some of our players down. They get no resources whatsoever. We get the free camouflage, then we just go back later on, get the tags right back from the English Lionhearts players or somebody above, you know, and just go ahead and start hitting other people's bases when they're all capped out. You know? And guess what? Even though we're telling you you're our pet dogs, that you go ahead and you guard our bases and put us in free camo like a bunch of fools you are, you're still gonna keep on doing it. And we appreciate it, man. thank you very much. Because we're always going to get those tags back, right back from you. You know what I'm saying? All the tags you're gaining are not from us, because every time you take tags from us, we're taking it right back from you. And if it's not from you, it's from the French. So, I mean, yo, you have no strategy. You have no game. There's so many things I have manipulated y'all into doing. It's freaking hilarious, man. I mean, I could go ahead and write a whole book just on how foolish the English Lionhearts can be. All right, and then you pick it on a 11-year-old kid, man. Look, I want all adults in my group, but man, we're gonna look out for this kid. You know what I'm saying? You ever see those war movies, and they always got like this little kid in the war movies, and all the GIs kind of like protecting this little kid, and then some, pretty much some asshole comes and kills the little kid, or kid dies of crossfire. It's the same thing, man. They ain't after us; they're after the little children running around in the game, man. So go ahead and keep being like that, man. It doesn't matter, because in the long run, you're gonna fall. Nobody respects you. Nobody likes you, man. Even our enemies have more respect for us than have for you. And I definitely have more respect for all of our enemies we're fighting, man. So this is Kanchan Kaido with the Suicide Donkeys, also representing the Midnight Marauders and all these other clans that think and know that you're full of crap, man. Yo, you can sit at number 1. Guess what? It's just like the fool sitting in the mirror. Keep telling yourself you're something.